Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Alabama's offense will get the first swing today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today, there's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
They stop him right at the 24.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands.
Got him for a sack, a big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Tight end goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He lets it go on the move. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. And that's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Breaks loose at the 40. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback.
They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown. Tie. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the return man steps out of the 28. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. Heading left after the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. The tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They'll try the right here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Not able to connect. Incomplete. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an opening drive by this offense and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back out of the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down. They're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's a short completion with the tight end. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Solid gain, moves the ball with a 36. The gain makes it second and medium. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And he pulls in the catch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That roughing the passer gives the offense a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. It's a shotgun run call. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Alabama needing this 4th down conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Hand off to the right side. He shreds the tackle. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And here's the handoff. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Try and muscle for the first down. Powering right past the defender. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Running back has it on the screen now. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up the screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's got some room. Can he get there? Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They'll give it to the back. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Running through the tackle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up in the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of that bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Ball handed off. Trucks through the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
A new set of downs after that completion. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Handoff running right. Got space, looking to score. He muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. They say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Game moves into the 35. First down again. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Good throw to the left. And is intercepted.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback in this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust that, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they'll set up for the PAT. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution and come up with 6.
To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football, and the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here comes the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They'll run it to the left.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quick completion to the tight end. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. The QB throws his 3rd hit of the day. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And he's got his man open downfield. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Finding no shot to bring him down. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. The Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to score with a run to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on. This one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
It's an out route, the catch made. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time?
Come on, set. Rolling.
Quarterback still with the football. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary and potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. And now the handoff. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. As we hit the quarter break, Kurt, Oklahoma has the lead. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? The attempt is no good. He missed it. And the score remains very lopsided.
Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
There's the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Velasquez. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
A 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Tackle made after the completion. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's awesome. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Quarterback operating an empty set. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quick throw over the middle. And it's complete downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. 14. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Empty set now. 5 wide.
Here we go.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Being tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Takes the handoff. It's awesome. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. And here comes the punter onto the field. They kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
25. Check.
They'll use that running game trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. 2nd down play coming up.
Come on, set.
From the shotgun, drops back. Gets made on the out route. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Okay, ready?
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Slam.
Looking to throw it again. It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The Sooners come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Here we go.
And he'll set up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole.
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. And when you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive. And this time they dial up that blitz, not worried at all about getting beat in man-to-man coverage. And a good job of timing it up perfectly to get that sack.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The defense still does have all 3 timeouts remaining. Let's hope they don't elect to use them. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking for his big tight end. Ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Sticking with the running game. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.